Next, handlebar positions. There are 3 basic positions. First position is you're just going to rest your hands kind of right on that, by the thumb and the lower part of your palm, just resting on that handlebar. That's handlebar position number 1. Number 2 is when you would come out onto these little grips. Some of the spin bikes have a kind of a half circle. So if you came out on that half circle, that would be position 2, or it would be on these. And then position 3, usually you're in a standing position for position 3. You can do a seated, but that's all the way out on the end of the handlebars. And of course, it's going to depend on what kind of technique you're going to use as far as which handlebar, and also what's most comfortable for the students. Now, before we actually start doing some of the techniques, there's a couple of other little tips. You want to make sure that you don't have long shoelaces hanging out, so you might want to just tuck those in so they don't get caught. The resistance knob and the brake. The resistance knob is right here in the center, and you just turn it towards the positive to put more resistance. You turn it towards the negative mark for less resistance. This little red flap, you press down, that's the brake. I'm going to go over a couple things with this as we get going, just to show you for safety what you don't want to do. So I've got literally no resistance on right now. I'm just going to start pedaling. I'm going to start with my hands in position number 1. A couple things. You want to make sure that your elbows are always slightly bent. You don't want to lock up those elbows because that's going to cause tension in your whole upper body. You want to work on using the downstroke and the upstroke when you're pedaling. You want to lead with your heels. So think heels down towards the floor rather than your toes pointed to the floor. So press those heels down towards the floor while you're pedaling. As you're moving along, for whatever reason, if you need to stop, you never want to just stop pedaling. You want to slow your pace, add resistance, and if you need to, push the brake. This flywheel will just keep going, especially if you're going at a fast pace, and it could actually flip you forward or off the bike. So again, you're moving along, and for whatever reasons you need to stop. Don't just stop pedaling, slow the legs, add some resistance, hit the brake. A few things to keep in mind while you're riding is you want to keep your pedals going at an even pace. And when you're stroking, you definitely want to make sure you're pedaling with both the down and the upstroke. Don't forget that upstroke. Also, you want to lead with the heel. So that means your heel should be pointed towards the ground. So you don't want to pedal like this with your toes pointed. You want heels to the ground. Also, your arm positions, you never want to have completely straight arms. You always want to have soft elbows, nice relaxed position, elbows always slightly bent. Now to start off, you might want to just do a few stretches on the bike. So some upper body, shoulder rolls, arm stretches, just while you're pedaling, just to get everybody kind of warmed up and ready to go. Arms out to the side, do some circles, forward and back. Turn your body to the side, twist. Other side. Just get yourself kind of loosened up.